Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ASUS ROG Counter-Strike Global Offensive Tournament here at Assembly Summer 2014. We are getting into our winner match of Group B, the second one of tonight. My name is Semler, and with me is Lurpus, and we are about to get into one phenomenal match. It is going to be the Finns versus the Danes. Real quick, Lurpus, who comes out on top?
ENCORE.
Bam, right there. Done. Good night, everybody. We shall see you all tomorrow. But it doesn't work that way because we have to, it's all about giving the Danes a shot. After that, after that dominant performance from ENCORE in their first map of the night, taking a clean 16 rounds in a row versus Ayuri. No, not versus Ayuri, versus Nam Nam, of course. How could I mess that up? On the other side, myRevenge taking out Ayuri 16-9. So it will be Nam Nam versus Ayuri in the loser match, but now we have the winner match, ENCORE, myRevenge. The Danes actually putting up a pretty good fight, and I think ENCORE, this is kind of like bad timing for myRevenge because ENCORE just lost to Danes in the qualifiers for Gamescom. So I think they're going to have a bone to pick with them.
Yeah.
It's going to be not a fun time for myRevenge, I think. I think this is going to actually be pretty brutal to watch. Do you think it's possible we get another 16-0?
No. No, I don't
Let's
think
not go that far.
No.
It's not that
No,
far.
not go that far.
No. All right.
No.
What do you think is actually like a realistic score?
Probably something in the neighborhood of 16-8, 16-9,
Okay.
something like that. But I mean, it's not like ENCORE or some like super team. We just have no chance of losing this game.
Are you not finished? Like, what's the matter with you, man? I'm looking to you here for the faith.
I'm not patriotic.
Yeah, exactly. You are not a pessimist, though, from what I hear.
No.
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 All positive.
Just 20 minutes ago, I was still hoping these matches would start so early that we'd be done for the day at 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
If that's not optimism, then I don't know what is.
That is like blind optimism right there, man. I bow to you. If ever I'm in a dark place in life, the next LAN event, I'm just gonna be like, think, what would Lurpus say? And I'll make it through. All right. Well, we already see the guys getting set up. myRevenge here, looking really cheerful actually. I mean, they're in the winner match here, so already their lives looking pretty good to get through this this group. If not in first seed, second seed, but they still have a chance here versus ENCORE. This is still one hell of a potential match that we could have, and I do believe that the map, it is going to be Mirage. So all of tonight, nearly all of our matches have been on Mirage, which is interesting because on the other map, they are going to be playing Cache, and Cache is actually a map in this group tonight. So there's something. Maybe we can hold out, cross our fingers.
Well,
maybe get some Inferno just to change things up.
Well, I mean, maybe by the time we get to best of threes, it won't all be Mirage.
I feel like here at ASUS they're gonna find a way to make that like bad out the rest of the maps.
Maybe.
It's possible. Anything is possible. I am also not a pessimist. I will believe that we will get to see my favorite map, all the games on all the maps.
What is your favorite map?
I actually don't really have one, but I do enjoy Mirage.
Okay.
The old Mirage was fun, but I actually like the new one as well.
I'm actually gonna add my enjoyment level by adding digital vibrance on my monitor. It's gonna make Counter-Strike look colorful,
So
cheerful,
almost. Right? Uplifting.
Yes.
We need bright colors now. It's a bit dark in the event area.
There we go.
But we're in a LAN after all, and that's the thing. Sunlight, it's not good for you.
All right,
so avoid it like the plague. Oh wow, it is actually really bright now. It looks really yellow too. This actually fits the map better, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh god damn it! I gotta get out. I was actually taking up a spot on the server without realizing it.
Yeah, you've got to get out, whereas I've got to get in. What's the difference?
Yeah, what happened to you replacing Natsu?
I think I probably could still do it.
Hold on, sorry. All right, so we're just saying, that I apologize for delaying things. It's all entirely my fault. I'm gonna get shanked in a dark alley here in Helsinki now because these teams are that excited about this match. But we should be ready to go whenever. We should be getting into the knife round fairly soon here to figure out who's gonna get the start on which side, because of course that is a big part of starting off a map. Who's gonna be on the offense? Who's gonna be on the defense? The knife round is happening now, so we shall know momentarily here. But right now, we have to see if we're going to have a repeat performance. I mean, Caron in the first match of the night had just a phenomenal match. He just straight up dominated for ENCORE.
Yeah, he had a very good rifle match, but also disturbed. I mean, his auto sniper was in good shape in that game. Granted, a lot of those kills came easy, but you know that's what happens when you're hitting shots with the auto sniper and you're well positioned, which is the most important thing.
No, you're making it. I mean, he made it look easy. XR also, once he got the AWP, that crossfire hold where it's like Scar 20 on one side, AWP on the other. Have fun, you know.
Yeah.
Best of luck.
Num did not have fun, by the way.
No, they didn't. They didn't have.
Fairly certain they did not have fun. Barry just wasting some time here, running around with his knife. He's gonna get taken out in a second here by ENCORE. Don't have faith in him getting 5 kills here in a row, and that's gonna be it. Looks like ENCORE opt to stay as counter-terrorists.
No surprise there, right?
Yeah, no surprise. So we'll be here underway any second now, and that's gonna be the restarts coming in. Let's jump into the game.
All right, we're live, guys. First round out of potentially 30. We've already had 1 round of overtime tonight. Let's see if we can get some more here. ENCORE kicking it off on the CT side. myRevenge, the Danes on foreign turf, have to step up big versus the favorites. This is their opportunity to shine. And what are they doing? Straight up YOLO B. We are not messing around here. It's straight up matchmaking time, and Natu, he spots them coming.
Caron also here. Nice headshot midair on Zanzer gets the first kill there. He's missing, can't connect on the second kill. Natu gets a kill, Exart gets a kill. And myRevenge are dropping like flies here in the B bomb site.
This is looking fairly brutal here. They're really trying to find a way in. We're going to see if Kirby actually is going to manage to live through Reflex. He goes to the burst. Full man mode has been engaged, and he gets the kill. Brings it back to a 2-on-2. Exart will find one.
Bomb gets dropped by Exart's. Kill there on to Barry. And it's a 1v2 now in favor of ENCORE. And it looks like Exart is going to spot the final terrorist. A nice single bullet headshot. I'm not sure if you caught that or not.
That was clean. That was clean.
That was a nice shot by him. Either way. He got 3 kills on that pistol round.
Well, we caught the unfortunate receiver of the bullet. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. That works too.
Well, that was unfortunate. That one shot. But it seems like ENCORE, the delay between matches, you know, just the break, that's only fired them up further.
myRevenge gone for the buy here, by the way. You know, as expected, they have CZ75s, they have some flashes, smokes, armors. They're going double or nothing.
They're not messing around. They really do seem pretty hell-bent here. Now it comes down to whether they can actually get the shots in. Reflex with the mad spray into Pit's going to get big. And now Disturbed actually been smoked off, but I think he's going for the boost over. No, he decides to back off. He hears steps close. He tries to go for the delay, and it's not going to happen. Reflex attempts the same, and it is not working out here. Natu actually stopping Kirby, who goes leaping through the smoke. I mean, I admire the bravery, but that did not really do too much. And now they are falling behind here. Mups.
Yep, doubles by Reflex and Natu. Especially Natu played that smart. He stayed really far back in the spawn, just waited for that unlucky terrorist who leapt through the smoke. And he just had no chance of living to see another day there. 2-0 ENCORE. myRevenge are going to be getting CZ75s once again, but it is still a save round, and they are going to be heavy underdogs this round, but we will get our first actual proper weapon round on the round after. That
big buy round is what we're really looking forward to here, and I think myRevenge, same thing. I mean, full CZs across the board. They could eat this nade. Oh, Mups G.
Just avoided the worst of it.
Mups G. First guy in, and the first guy to take damage here. Drop down to 69. And now we go. Natu backing off. Not sure if he's figured this out, but he certainly knows now. There are the steps to out. Natu still alive, ready to hold. He is solo on this site as well. It all comes down to whether Natu can line up the shots. Double headshot, one through the other, and that is it. It all falls apart. myRevenge get obliterated, and the last man alive, funnily enough, is in camouflage. He's doing a chameleon impression because I couldn't spot him. On the minimap, his thing is actually, like, his little circle is blue. So that's fun. That's a nice way of keeping us on our toes here. But the first buy round, Lerp, it's the first buy round here now. Would you recommend myRevenge going for like an A smoke onto site, like go for an A execute with smokes?
I mean, I'm usually a big fan of doing whatever is your safest strat to win a round in the 4th round against a team that's not very familiar with you. Early aggression by ENCORE in the middle nets him a kill, and Barry's down to very low health.
Heyo! Oh, not gonna get it. Asilian tries he tries to hunt them down, but ENCORE get out of there practically scot-free, taking minimal damage. across the board for them. And in the meantime, myRevenge are down 2 guys. Barry just barely living through there with 7 HP. It looks like it will be an A round after all, but this, after suffering heavy losses at the beginning of this round, it's definitely going to make their lives fairly difficult here. But they still have only 1 smoke. That's not a whole lot, actually. I'm kind of surprised they're going for this A round with only 1 smoke and a couple flashes. It all comes down to whether they can land these shots. We have a pretty solid defense. ENCORE fairly spread out across the map, in fact. That 1 smoke could actually be worth a whole lot right now for myRevenge, but it seems like they're trying to go for a bit of the sneak here. And we'll have to see if the Mups can come up big. He's going to sneak out. Disturbed, holding on this A site, going to peek. Gets out in time. Mups gets the kill with the help of Kirby, but now the rotation comes in for Natu and the mates, and this is going to turn into one brutal exercise. ENCORE just beat them back, and with 20 seconds left, the G is out.
I mean, they were just so low on health after getting those 2 kills on the A side. It was just virtually impossible to get there and get the bomb planted. Natu comes in with the final kill. 4-0 ENCORE, and so far they've looked just as dominant as they did in those 16 final rounds of the Nom Nom game.
They look really cool and collected. I think a lot of it comes down to them just really playing their game patiently. ENCORE, Disturbed not losing his cool on that site, still managing to do some damage, but then just the retake. No early aggression this time around. However, XR will take a peek at mid, and he's going to take quite a bit of damage. Drops down to 29 HP. He's not going to be too pleased with that result.
No, sir.
As far as myRevenge are concerned, though, they still seem content to try and focus on mid. Bit of a peek there, and Reflex is going to slap the G around a bit. Give him a demonstration. In the meantime, it's Barry who's up on short. He will actually not find the kill. It's going to be Kirby who finds the Disturbed frag. A 4-on-4 situation, and myRevenge deciding to back up and try and change angles here. See if they can find something else to make work, as it is again going to be an A play.
ENCORE are playing smart, though. They're not taking risks when they don't need them. But in the previous game, they showed that they are capable of taking them when it is necessary and when it is advantageous for them. Right now, myRevenge is just grouping up to attack the A bomb site, but it looks like ENCORE is going to be well set up for the attack. They have Karon in the window room, Exart here by the stairwell.
Oh, good flank comes in from Asilian, though. Manages to make this a 2-on-2. If he could find the shot, he's got 6 bullets left, but he peeks just as Natu rounds the corner. That's not going to help things. However, Kirby with the dig is going to pick up a frag. Natu in a good position to stop this rotation from getting onto the site, though. With that bomb, Natu closing the gap, and the bomb will actually be planted here. This is huge. This is huge for Kirby. This is going to mean a lot of money in the following round here if he can manage to pull it off. Either he wins or Natu slaps him down. And there you have it. The spray from Natu gets the better of him. And Natu, he even had 2 flashes and a volley, and he doesn't even decide to use those. He knew exactly where to look.
Yeah, the problem for the Dane was he was so low on health that he really couldn't afford to peek. And then he had to try to get lucky with the timing there on the peak, and obviously that didn't happen because Natu just kept walking, and he just forced it on him. Finally got the kill, missed a couple of shots early on, but still, nice play by Natu, smart play in that 1v1. 5-0 ENCORE, and even though it's still early, early signs, not that promising for myRevenge.
It's really not looking too hot here, but it's yeah, exactly. It's 5 rounds still. They have the economy now to get a pretty healthy buy going, and all the smokes are raining in on A. So here is that A execute. CT, and this is going to be Disturbed. Just putting shots into pit. He's going to be hammering them home. Not too much going. Quick 1-for-1 here, and the bomb will get planted unless Disturbed can find a way to stop it, but he is looking through the gap, and he spots no one. They now know that this bomb has been planted for Courtyard. Valuable information here for ENCORE. At the top of mid, though, the G. Did he get spotted? Does Natu know? Natu peeks, sure. And Natu gets the kill. That was huge.
Disturbed once again wreaking havoc with that Scar 20. He's gotten that back.
He did manage to pick it up.
Not that much time left on a bomb. There he is gonna get spotted though, and Natu's gonna clean up. 3 kills for him. Once again, strong play. He's at 13 kills now, just 6 rounds in, and it's 6-0 in favor of ENCORE.
And I'm not sure if Karon actually bought that Scar 20 again for Disturbed, because he did drop 5,700 in this round. But still, Disturbed, I mean, once again, showing just how powerful that Scar 20 is for holding that position. He's really making it work, just hammering the offense as they come rushing up. Not necessarily getting frags, but still doing quite a bit of damage. What a shot from Barry, though. That was a great headshot on Caron. That's going to slow ENCORE down. And now myRevenge actually have an entry frag to work off of here. This is big. ENCORE, we're going to have to try to apply some pressure somewhere on the map. Oh, unless Disturbed finds the kill here in Connector.
And this is the wrong time for Asilion to be peeking too much in the connector area. They finally got that 5v4 advantage. They should be making sure that they actually get to attack a bomb site with said advantage, and simply just group up and go somewhere. Now Disturbed is going to be peeking the A apartments. We'll see if he can get a kill here. Might actually get caught off guard, and he does. See if he can fall back. XR gets the opening kill, make that 2.
Boom, the nade, but he only takes 10 damage or so. That's not going to help things. There is Reflex alive in the corner. Goes for the spray, not going to get it. It's going to come down to Exart and Disturbed. The double scope hold in a 2-on-3 situation. Disturbed point blank gets one. He's going for another. He gets it. It's now down to Asilion, the last man alive, and Disturbed will find that frag too. ENCORE look like they're on the ropes, and then every single time one of their members steps up his game and gets 2 or 3 frags and saves the day.
I mean, that's basically what's been happening every round, though. At least the good thing is, I mean, for myRevenge, is that they've at least gotten into those positions in the rounds where they had the advantage. They've just thrown it away. But it's not like they're just getting flat out dominated like Nom Nom were.
That's very true. Quick 1-for-1 here at mid, and that's actually a 1-for-2 trade here. Caron strikes back and picks off his answer, though. So we did have a bit of momentum going myRevenge's way. Now we're back into a 3-on-3 situation here, and we get to see once again how effective ENCORE are going to be with the holds. Caron managing to get up into B apartments like this could be interesting, and it looks like this is the right call for him to be making as well. myRevenge have shifted the bomb over here. Do you agree with this call? Seeing as how they are in a 3-on-3 right now, myRevenge.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think it's a good place to attack, to try to get a 3v1 in the site. Caron's going to spot them, and this molly is going to stop the attack, I think, and that's really gonna hurt the Danes. Nope,
well,
never mind. They just jumped through it.
Yeah, no fear. No fear. Only dreams. Disturbed now. Last man alive, Scar 20. 1v3. The Triangle of Doom has been set up on this site, and he's having a bit of trouble. The Scar 20 does not want to let go. The Scar 20 doesn't understand that he needs more bullets. He needs an automatic weapon. And this is shaping up to be Disturbed, getting caught in the crossfire. He gets one, and they are so patient right now. myRevenge baiting them out into the open. Very well done.
And that actually cost them a player, because if they weren't so patient, Disturbed was all the way out in the open. Would have been a free kill for either one of those two, Asilion or whoever the other player was, for if they peaked. 71 either way, but if you look at ENCORE's money, they have none left. They had money to buy this round, but they have none left.
Now, that's
even though they're up 7-1.
Well, the fun thing is, I mean, they're buying consistently round after round, and they are buying fairly expensive weapons. I mean, Scar 20s, rebought that. AWP, that's costly. If you lose those, you're not getting them back cheap. So they had quite a bit of a bank, floating around like 10K, but that was gone very quickly. You're right. So this is a bit of a high pressure situation here for ENCORE. They have to actually lock this down, or myRevenge is going to get an eco round out of this, and this is big. myRevenge, if they can manage to get maybe 5. I mean, that could be the opening they need to start getting close to that 5-6 round finish in this half.
Yep. And that's always key to getting good halves on T side, is breaking this counter-terrorist money at least once.
Oh, look at Natu's position right here up in B apartments. This is very cheek. Getting up on the edge. This is right on the edge, close to the second window. I haven't really seen this position be too effective. It always seems to get spotted out fairly quickly because the terrorists are looking towards that window. But let's see if Natu can come out ahead here. Caron finds one in the meantime, and Natu, he pulls the trigger too early. He can't quite get it. That nade could be big, though, but they manage to get past. Runs out of bullets, but he's still alive somehow. They can't get rid of him. Natu, he's like a rash. And this is fantastic play from Natu. He's still here. Unreal. Now we go back to Mubsy, who steps it up and gets one kill, but Natu was not done.
That was great play by Natu, getting that kill and just staying alive for so long. And such a big difference just holding out for a couple extra seconds can make.
That's it, right? Staying behind that pillar. Those guys, it took them so long to get out of B apartments. They never really got onto the site, and by the time they get out there ENCORE, they've already rotated over from the A site, and there isn't really a prayer for myRevenge.
Yep.
myRevenge, it's they got to be feeling a bit cold right now. Double push into A apartments, though. That's an interesting play here from ENCORE. Oh, and they should be able to double stack this, except for the timing. The timing there from Kirby catches him off guard, but this is going to be the push. Reflex standing his ground. Disturb trying to lend a hand. That's not going to happen. Reflex is still here somehow, though. Gets another kill. Brings it to a 2-on-2. A rifle should be picked up here now. And we should have a 2-on-2 rifle situation until Natu decides to step in and ruin Barry's day. Too sweet, Barry. Too sweet. But 1v2 situation at this point. What's the first thing that he needs to be doing here, Cillian?
Either needs to get the bomb planted or get one kill. I mean, those are obvious choices, but either you have to find enough of a safe zone to get the bomb planted, or you have to find a way to take duels with the players one at a time. Because obviously you're not going to beat him if you peek 2 people at the same time. He was able to sort of do that, but then he got peeked the second after, so he wasn't well enough covered. Now Barry's team, myRevenge, can still buy this round, but if they were to lose, that'd put ENCORE up 10-1 and force myRevenge on a save round. So this round is essentially worth 2.
This is definitely huge. And they're peeking around, Disturbed, getting real close up there to A pit, so they want that information. Reflex there to cover to make sure nobody can come in for a flank. If only they knew that everyone was here for myRevenge. Just right now, waiting around the corner, but here we go. The nades come in, and now they know it's become clear. And the defense is Disturbed on this A site, holding very close here. Are they going to be able to figure this out fast enough? myRevenge, good flash, and that's going to be the opening. Cillian with the point-blank headshot clears that up. Reflex looking to try and deny the plant, but that's not meant to be either. And now ENCORE actually have a bit of a work ahead of them. A near perfect insertion onto the A site for myRevenge. Reflex, I mean, at this point they have to just be patient and wait out the smokes. It's going to come down to the shots here, and they need to come up big. ENCORE just go blitzing through the smoke. They're closing in on this site, but they're playing it so passively here, myRevenge. They're really refusing to peek. When they do, Barry gets 1. He almost gets 2, and he's going to run out of time. Cillian looking to deny it. He runs out of bullets. So close.
Yeah, that actually wasn't too far, surprisingly enough.
Cillian, that's the heart attack moment, right? He knows the guy's defusing. He doesn't get the initial spray with like 6 bullets and then has to just go for the Glock. Half a second there, and that was ENCORE's round. They could have almost got that right under myRevenge's noses. But as you said, Lurpus, now we have an eco round out from ENCORE. Their money is in tatters.
Yep, it's going to be a save round by ENCORE. Should give myRevenge their 3rd round of the half. And all of a sudden, at 3-9, with the money control, there's a good chance they walk away with a 5-round first half, which wouldn't be it wouldn't be great, but it also wouldn't be terrible.
Yeah, this is exactly. It wouldn't be as bad as we start to believe here at the beginning of the half. At least it was a pretty bumpy start. Corona's still alive at the back of the side. He's got the CZ, and he stops the bomb plant just like that. Backs back off, stays alive, and this is nightmare. This is a nightmare.
Look at this 2-man flank in the B apartments.
Oh, 3-man flank now. 3-man flank, they're all here. What's up? Corone from bench gets another, and it's falling apart. It's at the end of Cillian alive in a 1v3. He needs to get 3 big frags. He's got 45 seconds to do it, but there's a rifle picked up now on Reflex, and Cillian only with 40 HP. Make that 12, make that 0. Reflex puts the AK to use, and 3 guns saved for ENCORE. The eco round win, the turnaround.
That was a nice stack by ENCORE. I mean, they just read myRevenge completely correctly. And you could see myRevenge, I mean, they just wanted to get in that site early. They did not want to take their time and try to scout the sites out. Like, for example, Menace did against TMVG, and that wound up costing them there.
It looks like it's going to be a quick A play here from myRevenge. They've only got pistols in hand. They're just looking to try and do as much damage as possible. Disturbed is alive at the back of the site, getting shot at from an angle, but Reflex is going to be there to lend a hand. And the combo between Reflex and Disturbed right now is just ferocious. They're mauling myRevenge. Not a single frag goes myRevenge's way, and with so many people so low on ENCORE, that just feels a bit unfortunate there. That feels unlucky.
And we've also got a score update from the other game. Your boys Num Num bested the Finns of Ayuri 16-1 on cash. So that was a quick one in the other game.
Fast map. We're only 14 rounds into this one, and they already did 16-1.
Yep. And that also means that the final match of today is probably going to go live fairly soon after this one. But we've still got some CS to play here. 3v4 currently in favor of ENCORE.
You're still holding out for the impossible, aren't you? It's like this group phase will be finished before 1. I will make it so.
Yeah, I doubt that, but
you're gonna run over and like pull some plugs out of myRevenge or something like that, like kick their PC at the crucial moment, cost them the round.
But you know, that's actually probably only gonna prolong the game, because those issues always had like 20 minutes.
Is that?
No matter how much they save.
What the hell is going on? Yeah, that's true. They're just leaping all over the place at this point. ENCORE, 14th round. They're up. They have 11 rounds to their name. Up 9. And Kirby going for some spray. Not going to find Reflex, though. Reflex somehow dodges the majority of that. And he's alone. 5 HP. Stuck in pit. There are no HEs, but I would love for Corone to get hungry right now and just flambe him. It's not going to happen, though. Reflex will get the frag in 12 rounds now. Just sheer dominance for ENCORE. And Disturbed has got his pet Scar 20 again for the last round. This is completely out of control at this point. The Finns. One finished team here in this group has fallen, but the other one looks to be favored to take the whole damn thing right now, from what we've seen this far.
Yeah, I mean, Natu wasn't kidding when he said that things felt like they were right in this team, like things were clicking. Looks like ENCORE seem to be ready to play. Obviously, they haven't really been tested by a top caliber team yet, but you know, that'll come Saturday.
Exactly. Playoffs are going to be brutal. There's some very strong teams here present at the LAN. It's going to be a fantastic run starting Saturday morning, I believe at 10 a.m. CET. We shall see when it gets there. In the meantime, Barry sees at 75 in hand, trying to be sneaky, doing his best nip impression. The ninja in the smoke, and the smoke shall clear. Corone removes the Cillian from the map, though, with an HE. When is going to be the time to strike for Barry? At what point, what is he waiting for? Is he's just waiting? He's like a fisherman.
Just hoping for a rotation.
Yeah. Just hoping to catch somebody off guard, but it's a double between the two men in CT. Disturbed with the Scar 20. Gonna get picked off by Kirby. Nice work there. Now it's Corone alive. He gets spotted. Good information gained, but he does massive damage. This is huge trauma. And he even gets a second kill before getting taken out. That is just ridiculous that Corone can manage to pull that off. In the end.
Yep. Nice play by ENCORE. 13-2 lead at half. It's nothing to sneeze at. Disturbed, oddly enough, at the bottom of the scoreboard. He's 8-10, but he had that really big triple kill round in the A side. So clearly everybody playing well for ENCORE. Previous game was Natu, who was struggling a little bit, but at the same time, he's on top of the scoreboard now, and he didn't really see much action in the previous game. So far, so good for ENCORE and the fans of ENCORE, which I'm sure there's a couple here.
ENCORE just believe in sharing. Like, they believe in equality.
Sharing is caring, man.
Clearly communists. Like, everybody gets the same amount of frags, no matter what your job is. That's what you get. All right. It is going to be the man on this site as I try and desperately find him before he gets taken out, but that's not meant to be. It's going to be Zancer now alive in kitchen, trying his best to delay this plant, but it's just not going to be good enough. The plant will happen, and there isn't a whole lot he can do about it. Now, looking towards the flank, it's going to be the B apartments, and Cillian gets caught by Reflex. Natu takes out Zancer, and this is just going to be falling apart now. The G up in the apartments again with that P2K, looking for the headshot, finds it. Nicely done. Looks for the flank. That's Barry actually getting it. These are two big kills. This is slowing things down, but they're running out of time, and Mupsg is now the last man alive in the B apartments. He has no kit. He only has 8 HP. And, well, ENCORE playing this down to a T. They've got both guys setting up the crossfire. He's not going to be able to make it anywhere near this bomb. He gets close, but they ferry him away, and Corone was so close to getting the knife.
14-2 in favor of ENCORE. And needless to say, myRevenge, very low on money. They're still going to buy whatever they can afford, just because at this point they have to. It's not like they can save, and because it's not really realistic to win 13 rounds in a row, but it's looking tough for the Danes. Just put it that way.
It's just you've got to, like, you know, roar your defiance with a CZ75 and a Deagle, and hope that you manage something here. The angle gets caught, however. Natu is going to let him live. Natu actually showing that he does know the meaning of the word mercy. He's been ruthless this far in the match, but he decides to give Kirby a second shot. Disturbed, actually, I like this this little detail here from ENCORE as well, making sure that nobody can push in through T-spawn behind them, really just covering everything ENCORE. They want to make sure that myRevenge aren't going to be able to sneak up on them and get any kind of free info, as that is actually happening right now. myRevenge over in T-pit. ENCORE, they are not aware, but they're about to walk into a stack on the B site, though. This could be brutal.
It could, and Kirby starts off with 2 CZ75 kills. And he's playing time really smartly back. Caron with a nice spam through the bench there. The Celion still hiding in that site.
Oh, and now myRevenge. He's got the dig. The dig is real. There's the flash. Do they take the peek? Do they even realize they spot him in the end? And he's instantly put down. 3 huge frags for Caron, and this is it. ENCORE on 15 rounds.
Very dominant performance so far by them. 15-2, 16-4 opening match win after a lost pistol round, no less. They've looked really good so far.
This is really impressive. This is by far the best performance we've seen so far out of the first 2 groups. ENCORE just looking dominant. And, well, there are smokes. There are some nades actually over on myRevenge's side. There is another thing of beauty that's happening right now is that 3 of them have bought deagles. And they're going to be looking to try and peek out on this, on short. Not going to get anything really for their trouble, though. myRevenge, apart from the information, it's Kirby and myRevenge who fall back. Well, they weren't really able to get too much done there, unfortunately. They do quite a bit of damage to XR, but no kills. And that's really what they're looking for here, myRevenge. They would love to get some frags on the board.
Yep. myRevenge is going to get a deagle shot on XR. But ENCORE are going to be attacking the B bomb side. There's 2 counter-terrorists there. Kirby's one of them. Natu with a good nade. And he is going to get the kill as well. Looks like he should be able to spot the second guy. Gets taken out. And we're 2 kills away from ENCORE just running away with it.
And just dominating outright in this winter match. I mean, Kirby's already calling the well played. There isn't much hope, unfortunately, for them at this point in time. Celion is alive with the 5-7 on short, trying to get something done, anything at this point. Barry, the smoke is finally going to clear. He's going to be able to look towards this site, but he gets instantly caught by Disturbed. Caron finds the final frag of this map, and ENCORE will move on to the brackets after a 16-4, 16-2 performance in the groups. That is incredible. A very fine statement indeed from Natu.
myRevenge don't look happy right now as we see them on the camera. They're bummed. They don't really know what happened here. 16-2, that's dominating. And interestingly enough, I mean, like we said, Nom actually won the lower round match, 16-1 as well. So dominant score lines here in the round 2 match as a Group B. Yeah. And now we're going to see the 2 extremes go head to head. The one who dominated a match 16-1 and one who got dominated 2-16.
The real question, like at this point, this is something that we always kind of bring up on streams as well. It's like, are you able to recuperate between the map, right? You need to be able to shake it off, reset yourself. That beating you just took never happened, right? You've got the best healthcare in the world. That sort of thing is what's going through your head at this point.
Yep.
Yeah, and so Nom, as we said, have moved on 16-1. So it will be now myRevenge versus the Nominators. And we should be fairly ready to go here. I do believe we're going to have a quick interview with Natu again as he makes his way over to the camera. But let's go ahead and take a look at the group first, get an idea of how things have been breaking down. And there's a whole lot of 16s and a whole lot of single-digit answers. 16-1 in the loser match there, as we just said, Nom versus Ayuri. So Ayuri are now out of the tournament. First team out in this group. And we shall find out in a few moments who is going to be the second team and who's going to be taking the second seed. But before that moment, we shall hear actually from Disturbed. So Disturbed, the Star 20 master himself, welcome.
Thank you.
How do you feel after that? I mean, this group phase couldn't have gone better for you. How do you guys feel about your performance so far?
I'm a bit surprised, I think. I actually thought they would fight more back, I think. Mm-hmm. I mean, online they were so much better against us, but yeah, I think everything clicked.
That's the thing. You've had a chance to be able to face them in the past before. And
yeah.
At the end, it's like LAN, online, that difference.
Yeah, it's like a day and night difference online and online.
Do you actually hear the crowd when you're playing? Do you think that makes any difference at all?
Yeah, we do. When they're all like knocking all those things,
Yeah.
and the awesome bass from the music combo or something is annoying.
Do you think the crowd can actually make any difference this weekend? Because so many people talk about the home crowd advantage in Counter-Strike these days. And
Why are you looking at me?
I'm not sure I really buy it, so I'm curious what you think, seeing as you'd be the benefactor here, if that were to be true.
I don't think there's much benefit from playing at homelands. I
Don't nod your
actually don't know where that comes from. I think those like SL Otherwise, and the DreamHack, as in DreamHack, the Swedish team won in Fnatic, and its Pro won the Otherwise land. So I think it comes from there, but I don't think it doesn't benefit at all.
Okay.
Well, that's, it seems like everybody has a bit of a different opinion going into this. Like, some people think that it makes a difference. I mean, we've heard a bunch of different opinions regarding that home crowd. I mean, here you are. I mean, the thing is that how would it make you feel to actually win here on home turf? I think that's the big thing, because we're looking for a big win here, and we've been looking for a while. But ENCORE now, you seem to have a real opportunity with such a dominant performance in the groups. Going into the playoffs now, what's going through your head?
I'm actually pretty confident after our 2 games tonight, and we came here with only thought we should win the tournament, as there's only like Nostalgia and Penta Esports. So
now, which of the two would you say is your biggest threat?
I'd say Penta, as they are a team, and there's probably a little language barrier with the Nostalgia guys.
I mean, there's 2 Frenchmen on that team, and we all know that Frenchmen can't speak English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it does dubbed English movies in France. Oh my.
It's horrible, man. I hate it. I can't watch
I know.
movies in France. It's atrocious. All right, well, we're going to wish you the best of luck. Thank you very much for the interview, and best of luck in the playoffs. You're going to have all of tomorrow to actually get to enjoy Nostalgia and Penta. So go give Apex some English lessons. I hear he needs it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Well, guys, now we are going to be taking a very short break, 5 minutes time, because one team is ready, the other team should be ready. We should be getting on to the final match of the night, the final match of Group B, the conclusion of our first day here at ASUS ROG. But that will be happening in 5 minutes time, so don't miss it. Get a drink and be back.